So, blood. I'm just messing around. I just want to make that intro, cause that's an empowering song, man. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah, man.
But welcome to week 36, people of this organization, SamromXI. And I'm just so excited to get into these meetings, these weekly meetings that we have every Sunday. And this is a meeting not only for our group, but for the world to hear. You can consider these podcasts. And we're starting this on week 36 of 2021, which is the 36th Sunday of 2021. The week starts on Sundays in our group and for the rest of the world pretty much. But this is how we start, and this is how we make our mark in this. Butters?
I'm still here.
No, yeah, I know, but Butters, I'm talking like a news person.
Oh.
But so when I say your name, I'm trying to address you, but that's all right. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
For what?
Oh, just you always know what to say, man.
Well, no. I'm just talking about like what were we just talking about, because like you caught me off guard when I.
No, it's all good. But you know we're in the meeting, and I want to hear your thoughts. You know, so what is your introduction?
Oh, this is my introduction. Hello everyone. I just want you to know that like whenever you're like with us or just like seeing us, we're not the type of people that just like don't do anything, but it's always like something new and something interesting. Yeah. But it's I'm gonna say it's gonna be like a heck of a show.
Heck of a show, man. Hell, we can cuss here. I was just cussing in the beginning with the song, but I don't usually cuss. I only cuss to the songs, and I actually, when I do music videos, Butters, I actually want to tell you that I'm gonna censor. I'm a fan of censoring things for children and being appropriate in front of children and or people that find certain material offensive. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I just like this song. I'm going to play the song again. If it goes back, hold on, let me just a second. And I like, it's because I like 6ix9ine's part. So let me.
Okay. I'ma beat the brakes off you, boy. Do some gas rock smoke. Nah.
Yeah. I just love that song, man.
Dude, and well,
it's an empowering beat. I like the beat, man. I love the beat, and you're gonna hear it in the podcast. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but remember the beat I showed you? I think I showed everybody in the Discord. I sent it in the Discord and I sent it in the organization, but I know there's a lot of controversy around 6ix9ine too, and I don't want to bring him up yet, you know. But I'm just saying this song has a lot of power to it, and I think it defines who we are. You know, we're the warriors, like Black Panthers of the Marvel movie of Wakanda forever. You know what I mean? Like,
heck yeah, dude. You know.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say, like, we are like that, and that's why, like, honestly, we can be surprising. But you know, going back to like earlier, like, I'm not really a fan of like censorship. Like, here's the thing though, like, the reason why I don't do censorship because I just feel like I'm trying to like cover something up, And I feel like people are gonna eventually like learn about it. So like, why even like
Cover
put
it up.
censorship on it?
Well, because you want to cover it up for certain audiences that aren't ready to experience that language and profanity from your content. Yeah, and I understand that. I'm a fan of uncensored music and explicit content. OnlyFans. There's a lot of and there's a lot. But and obviously, like Joe Rogan's podcast, it's just and giggles. That's all he does. Just have a good time, and you want to say and you want to say bad words, and you want to say the wrong thing and not be held accountable for it. But sometimes you are, so you got to be careful about what you say. So I don't mind if you cuss from time to time in these meetings. Keep in mind that these meetings are only to be talking about what we need to be discussing for our organization and for our future and for the week, and to progress and to show this to the world and to show this to people that are interested, to show this to people that are investing with us, and to show us that to show people who basically are just interested in us. We want to show them and give them content, and we want to show them who we are. So just by opening your mouth, you can really change a person's perspective about you.
And oh yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't seem hard, but it's actually pretty simple.
Yeah, I know, and just some people are just not a fan of profanity, but everybody cusses, and certain songs by rappers or entertainers. The reason why we listen to them is because they have such good songs, such great songs that empower us and empower the company. So that's why I picked a song like this one. It's called 6ix9ine, Lil Pump Gaga, and Lil Pump's on this track too. But it's like a fan-made track. It's not an official track. It's fan-made and remixed by this DJ named COMED. Comed. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but COMED. And it just empowers our group. That's why I chose this as our theme song. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get into it. So week 36, what this podcast is all about. We're all about like if I haven't said it already, as we were discussing censorship, I'm also going to say what this podcast is all about, and it's all about spreading the word and showing the world what SamromXI is all about, and showing the world who the SamromXI Organization is. And let me explain what the SamromXI Organization is, considering that this is our first podcast and our first meeting podcast. We might come up with a word for podcasts later in the future, for our meetings. But right now, I'm just going to call it podcast. SamromXI Organization is basically in charge of all of our business ventures and our companies and our activities, and we are considered according to Facebook now. That doesn't mean there's going to be another category. We might create another category in the future. See, what our purpose is to shape the world and to bring positivity to the world and change the world for the better. Like Mark Zuckerberg's message when he was creating Facebook was, our mission and our goal is to connect the world, connect people around the world, connecting the world. That was his slogan, and we believe that. We're on the same team as Mark Zuckerberg. We're on the same team as innovators of the world, and I'm an innovator, and Isaiah Butler, my chief financial officer of SamromXI, is an innovator. We're all in this together, and basically that's what this organization is to organize all of our projects and to shape the world for the better.
And with that being said, like, I mean, our purpose is to, like, live on this earth, um, enjoy our freedom, but also make it a better place too by leaving, like, I would say a footprint, like, on this earth. Like, not a footprint. I think the better term is like a blueprint just for others to, like, follow and give other people,
Yeah.
opportunity too.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right. But now that we got that, that's basically like the beginning part of it. And we already made the logo. I just finished making the logo today. Butters, what do you think about the logo? And I showed you the first one, which is like the main picture. I'd say like that's the main website logo. There's two logos. There's the profile picture logo of SamromXI, and then there's the main logo, which is the one I showed you, that we put on our background profiles like YouTube and Twitter and Twitch, whatever. So what do you think? So the one I showed you is the background logo. What do you think about the background logo?
To me, I actually really like it because, like, it's not too weird. It's not too edgy.
Yeah.
I just think it looks like really professional, but I think it's just a really, like, brilliant look.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And it was created by yours truly. You already know, Romero, me, the one and only, as known as the man of many hats. The man of many hats. And let's check out this masterpiece, if you don't mind. Let's give it a look. I sent it to you a couple of times, and I know, and it's gonna be the cover. So far, we're gonna have the cover be SamromXI. So the cover is gonna be like, for these podcasts that we have and put out on the internet, they're gonna be, covered with this logo, and they're not gonna have a video. It's not gonna be video yet because we're not set up for video. We're only set up for audio. But in the meantime, the people are gonna see a cover of each podcast, and the logo will be the SamromXI Organization logo will be actually on the podcast. But yeah, just to explain it again, the SamromXI logo, as you guys can see, the green line underneath was to simplify the logo. I'll explain how I created the logo. So I got fonts. There's two fonts in this picture, in this logo. There's the X font, which is different, and I try to get like a straight X font that wasn't taken by any other company.
Oh yeah.
And then this other font, I don't know what the names of the fonts are. I was just in the zone when I was making this logo, trying to perfect it, trying to organize it. And then the rest of the logo, I got the rest of the font, the SamromI, the ones that aren't blue highlighted. I mean the ones that are blue highlighted. The X is glowing with blue, and then the SamromI is glowing with blue and white. So you guys can see it when you guys see the logo, but the outline is blue on the SamromI. And I just got the SamromI font specifically because of the S. When I saw that S, I said, this is our logo. It was just a moment of clarity. And it was just, that is exactly the font that this organization will carry. And keep this in mind. This is just the first logo and the first brand cover picture, call it whatever you want, if you will, of SamromXI, the organization. But it's going to definitely have changes in the future. So the blue, okay, let me explain it again. So the light blue outline of SamromI, the SAMROMI of the logo represents kindness and harmony. And I chose the blue because it represents, the blue is like the bluish sea that you see on the beach hanging out with your friends. So the beach gathers people. The beach represents an escape from reality, a calming, chill summer vibe time. And it's a happy time. When you're at the beach, you're happy. And get people gather on the beach, just like people gather in our organization. So that's why I chose the blue outline for SAMROMI. And then the X is to represent power. And the glowingness of that X represent the blue on the inside of that X represents power, and that represents innovation and technology, that X right there. Now the plant represents growth for our group, and innocence and love and compassion for one another. And the underline represents, in my opinion, the underline, the line that's underneath, that's I don't know how you'd call that, like signed in on the bottom of SamromXI, to represent freedom and the grass and grassy mountains and things of that nature, basically nature. So we're a natural company. We're a natural organization. I don't want to say we're a company. We're more than a company. Obviously, we are a company. We operate like a company, and this is how SamromXI works. Our company of SamromXI is an incorporated company, meaning that it's a conglomerate. So our SamromXI conglomerate owns and controls and runs all the businesses that we operate. So for instance, we operate Romero Inc. If we operate an app that we're working on called Relansové, and we'll get into that in a second. If we're operating Samrom Records, if we're operating a store, all of our operations is SamromXI is responsible for. You get it, Butters?
I totally get it.
So when I was creating this logo, I wanted it to represent everything that we do together. And this is what I came up with for now, at least to my best abilities. I mean, and overall, Butters, I mean, your final thoughts on the logo, and for you to hear me explain what the logo's all about, and I mean, what do you think?
Me, I'm speechless because like I didn't really know that there was really deep meaning to it. I mean, like I knew, to me, when I first looked at it, I was like, man, like this is really professional. There's something like deeper to it that I don't know about, but I actually like how the things that you said on the reasons like why it was made to look like that. I mean, we did expect it to look a little different, but still at the same time, I think the work came out great, and I just think, wow, like I'm not gonna lie to you, but to me, I feel like this could be our logo, like the way it looks, like the background, for like a long time.
Yeah, I feel like it too. I wanted to pick a logo that we can really set our foot down on, and like I said, going back to the font, you know, I just looked at the font and I said I looked at that S of Samrom, and I said, that's the S for SamromXI. That's it, and it's not going to change. And it will change when we get more. I feel like it will change though, Butters. We don't have to always stick to this logo, but but we can change it if we have more professional tools, which we'll get into in a minute.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm only working with an Optiplex 720 Dell computer, you know, with 2 terabytes and 8 gigabytes of RAM, and not the best processor in the world. I mean, I can't even play Minecraft on my on my computer. It sucks. I mean, because the computer doesn't let me play Minecraft, and the computer doesn't let me code. I don't have that good of a processor, but it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna refer to my notes here, by the way. But yeah, I did this logo on that computer, my computer. Let's talk about the transition from who we were before. So we were called the ISTR Salvation. And that was just a temporary name to call our group, because we thought we were going to become a TikTok house, something like that, like a Team 10 YouTube house, a YouTuber company. And I always figured that our organization, whatever it was, I want to be included with the work of my companies. Whatever group I'm in, whether it's a TikTok house, whether it's a community, whether it's an organization, whoever my people are, whoever my team is, will be responsible for working on the companies that we create, So all of our team is responsible for the companies that we get involved with. I want to make that clear, and I know I keep repeating it, but considering that this is our first podcast, that's what I want to explain. The people that are in our organization are going to be responsible for making our companies. So they're like the workers. So if you work for a company of mine, then you're also in the SamromXI organization. What do you think, Butters?
I'm thinking it was really great because, to me, it's like progress. It really shows a difference. Some people are not going to understand that, but it really did. I mean, what we're thinking now is we have a goal, we have a conglomerate, and we actually have something to offer to people.
Yeah, definitely. And we do, and anybody can join. That's also the beauty of SamromXI. Anybody can join, anybody. It doesn't matter. Oh, what do I have to do, Sam? What do I have? I want to be in your I want to be in. You're in. You're in.
It's that easy, but
it's that easy. But tell him.
I mean, we're negotiable. We're not gonna be, unreasonable with you. We give you chances, and anyone's welcome. It's just that you cannot be.
You can't have $1 million is the what you're asking for. What you mean? No, for real. Butters. You can I want to see how I can explain this the best way I can. You can join our conglomerate, you can join our organization. So SamromXI works like this. We are the SamromXI. We're a non-governmental. Excuse me. We're a non-government organization, an NGO. We're not associated with the government, but we're still an organization. And we're also a conglomerate. So we're the SamromXI Organization, and we're also SamromXI Inc. So the incorporated classification of this conglomerate represents that we are incorporated, meaning that all of the companies we operate, we own. The SamromXI is on top of. So that I just want to make that clear for everybody. And then anybody can join. So meaning that since this is also an organization, not just an incorporated company, you can join as well. So, but you start at a certain level. So the way we operate our company is that we start off everybody on level 1. and based off their performance, based off their drive, based off their desire, based off their willingness to work with us in SamromXI will determine if they stay in and grow and level up in our organization or get kicked out. So if somebody that doesn't work, that's not really interested in our organization, that doesn't want to have to do anything with us and just wanted to join just to see how it is, that's fine. But they will be kicked out if they're not executing with us and they're not on top of it with us, they're not working with us for a certain time. You get it, Butters?
Okay, now I get it. Because, like, I wasn't really sure how to explain it.
Yeah, I know, but how does that explain it for you?
Oh, it explains everything perfectly.
All right, that's good. I'm glad you're getting this clear. I just want them to get it clear, whoever listens to this. Now, we also partner so we hire people, we recruit people. So we're in the if you had to categorize our company on Facebook or on social media, we would put ourselves in the recruiting category of, because there is a recruiting category on Facebook. So if you ask yourself, well, what does Amazon do? Well, what does Walmart do? Walmart is a retail company. Amazon.com is a they sell products company. This, that, and the third. They do they're known for their essential services, and they're essential. What Jeff Bezos started out doing on Amazon.com is selling books, having a bookstore, and just opening up on the internet as Amazon.com. That was Amazon originally. But now Amazon is much, much, much more than that. It's a book they sell Audible books, ebooks, they sell Prime Video, they sell streaming services, they sell everything that you can think of. Shoes, cars, clothes. I don't know about cars, but maybe toy cars, but they're a retail company. But they're still also incorporated. So they're INC, Inc. So that means they're Amazon.com. The Amazon conglomerate is a incorporation as well, meaning that they're a conglomerate like us, which means they operate the companies and the services that they own. So one of their companies can be Amazon Prime Video, the Amazon website. They also own, I think they own Shazam, or no, Apple owns Shazam. So those are that's an example. And then Apple has their products and services. Walmart has their products and services. And it just depends on it really depends on the person who founded the business and is a chief executive officer of the business. It really determines how he or she operates their business.
And like, oh yeah, I mean, like, there is a leader behind it, but
yeah, but that's the thing, Butters. This is what's really interesting about our organization, is that not everybody thinks about this first. Everybody thinks, oh, I just want to make a company. Well, it takes more than just making a company to have the company organized. You actually have, in today's world, you can actually start an organization, a conglomerate, in your own home. And from there, from your organization, you can create your companies in that organization that operate those companies. So, and in my opinion, I think that works much better than just creating a company by itself. So if you create a company that makes cars, like Infinity Cars, and I don't know how they're doing in business. I wonder if they're out of business yet, but I heard something about Infinity Cars. And you just make Infinity Cars Corporation.
yes,
You're just going off the corporation and the company by itself. You're not going off you don't have an organization that runs that company. You're just running the company straight from Infinity Cars. Now let's say SamromXI owns Infinity Cars. Now the workers and the people of SamromXI work on Infinity Cars, and they own Infinity Cars, and they're responsible for, like, and to me it works like a household. Let's say your mom gives you up for adoption and you're 17 years old. You were part of a organization called your family. Let's say you're part of the Smith family. And now the Smith family wants you to be given away to the West family. So the West family adopts you from the Smith family, and now you're in the hands and what's that word called?
I'm trying to
responsibility. I wish I could have that word, because that word would be an effective word to use right now. The care. Let's just say the care. You're now in the care of the West family.
And like
that. So it's like you're the kid from the company. You're the Infinity Car company. You're the company. The 17-year-old kid you are. You're the company, and the people that the parent organization. That's also a term in business. The parent organization owns you. They don't physically own you, but they're responsible for you, and you're in their care. And if they want to give you away to another family, that's like selling a company to somebody else, to another organization, to another incorporation.
Holy shoot.
So it's like that's an actual term they use. So it's very similar to giving kids away if you sell a company. It's very similar to producing kids, to reproducing kids, producing companies when an organization makes a company. That's how it works, Butters. If just in case you didn't know, since you're the chief financial officer, you should know that.
Damn, dude. Well, I didn't, but like now I know.
So yeah, that's how we operate. Any ventures, any businesses we produce are our babies, our kids. We have to nurture our companies like our kids, and when the time is right, if they're appropriate to be sold, if it's an appropriate time to sell a company, you do it, or you can keep it and have it produce income for your organization. It depends, but I love explaining the rules. I'm a big fan. I am not a big fan of rules that go without saying. I hate it when you say this. When you say, "Oh, you should have known that." Butters, what if I were to tell you, "Oh, Butters, you should have knew all that"?
I would hate it because,
yeah.
Like, I mean, like, yeah, like, honestly, like, why would I? I mean, I can't know everything. Like, I'll tell you this though, like, you know, sometimes it's bad for you not to know something, and sometimes it's a good thing. But like, overall, it's like you gotta learn somehow.
I think I disagree, Butters. I think you should know everything, because I'm so wise, because, and a lot of adult friends and a lot of adult people that are older than me think highly of me because I absorb all kinds of information, and I know a thing or two about a thing or two because I know how to keep my mouth shut when it needs to be shut, when somebody older is talking to me and explain. And then that's also a reason why kids don't understand the rules today and the boundaries that they can't cross, is because they don't listen, you know. And that I understand, but sometimes you need to explain it over and over and over and over and over again. And to me, that's no problem. I love explaining it over and over and over again to somebody that doesn't understand. So people, listen up. If you're interested in joining SamromXI and being part of this organization, I promise you that I will do whatever it takes to support and nurture you. And Butters and I and the people that are in the higher levels are here for you, and we will listen to you, and always ask questions. We never back down from any questions, and we never back down from anything we can explain, and we'll try to explain it the best as we can. And if we can't explain it to you, if we cannot give you the answer, we will refer to you to someone that does know the answer, you know. And I think that's the best thing we can do, right, Butters?
Oh yeah, like, cause honestly, like, we're gonna try to be helpful as much as possible. We're not just gonna leave you hanging. That's not how we roll.
Exactly. And look, this is what my tweet was. This is what my tweet said about rules that go without saying. So I hate rules that go without saying. I said, rules that go without saying is a huge problem in our world today. Not everyone knows what to do in certain situations, nor do they know how to honor those rules for everyone's satisfaction. ... And then I continued the tweet by saying this. So to fix this problem, we definitely need to have mature and educated people who clearly understand all the rules. Explain them to people who don't understand all the rules and regulations to honor in the first place of any given situation. Help us understand, people. So from that tweet, Butters, what do you think I meant by that tweet?
That tweet, well, for me, I think, of course, it's good to, like, so what I'm gonna say is this. Like, it's okay to, like, follow the rules sometimes, but maybe the rules, it isn't supposed to be like a rule at all. But we do have boundaries regardless.
Yeah, the boundaries. So let's not talk about rules because sometimes rules change and variables change. Let's talk about boundaries like sexual harassment or harassment in general or certain things you can't say to certain people because they're transgender. Whatever the case is, we don't know those boundaries. People need to explain to other people and educate people on what boundaries are and what sexual harassment is, what transgender is, being transgender is, what being mentally unstable is. Yeah. You know, and that's why so many boundaries are broken, is because people don't understand their conditions and how to follow their boundaries.
And it is true, like, you're not really gonna know what the people think. Like, I'll tell you this, like, I'm glad we have to, like, remind people, like, because it's good because, like, they learn, but sometimes, like, no matter what, no matter how little or how big it is, people can still be sensitive about it and get offended. But you never know until you try.
In other words, talking about Discord, people, if you're sensitive, don't go on a Discord server. I love Discord though. I love the Discord server. A lot of crazy stuff goes down there, and I'm not trying to rat anybody out or say they're bad or good. Look, Discord is probably one of the best communication services and applications in today's world. It's innovative. It's something I've never seen before. I didn't know you could create a server and have people join your community and organization technically. Like, that's what Discord helps us do, is they help people like me that have an organization create a server on their platform for people to join that's interested in my organization. You get it? But it's so amazing. But a lot of people take advantage of Discord to have a good time, to troll, and to make fun of people. And Discord is very, very sick, very open-minded. Yeah. But you gotta be tough. You gotta be a tough person. And if you want to know who we're looking for, who our ideal people would be to join SamromXI, I know we stated our mission statement, by the way. Our mission is to, leave this world better than it was left before. Right, Butters?
That's correct.
That's what it is, baby. That's our mission statement. But our mission, our goal, and our purpose is to basically help the world with our ideas, and we want to get sponsors for it. We want to partner with investors for our ideas, and we're going to be talking about how we're utilizing Microsoft 365 for our presentations, and we create our own presentations for our ideas, and we're going to get into Relansové in a minute, but this is what we do. So we basically communicate with people and investors that want to support our projects and ideas that we bring to the table. So right now we're in the middle of creating this app called Relansové. And just before I get into Relansvé, I just wanted to say like that this is our purpose, is to communicate with people. So if you're the type of person, listener, if you're the type of person that is interested in communicating with people, is interested in making this world a better place, is interested in the entertainment business and the performing arts, if you're interested in this and you're strong, you're definitely somebody of interest for us.
And like, that's the thing. With that being said, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. Let's jump into something else though.
Yeah. I just wanted to let everybody know, like, that's who we're looking for, and yeah. But yeah, let's jump into going back though. Why ISTR Salvation though? So ISTR Salvation was just a little trivia. Back in the day, you know, I really wanted to move out, and I really wanted to find friends fast to move out with. So I said, okay, I'm gonna make this thing with Isaiah Butler. Isaiah Butler's been my best friend and my chief financial officer and my main assistant / partner / investor. He's basically my right-hand man guy since high school. Give it up for Mr. Isaiah Butler, everybody, since probably 2017. So 2017, 18, 19, 20. So about 4 years I've known this man, and this man is my brother right here.
Dude,
and I appreciate you, man.
Ride or die, man. I appreciate you too.
Yeah, and basically, let me think about it. Since he was my number one go-to guy I was going to move out with, we came up, okay, let's just call our group the ISTR Salvation. IS for Isaiah and TR for Trilla. But we also call him Butters because it's Butters.
Hey, Trilla. Which is your name?
Yeah, it is. And we had another podcasting. We had a podcasting group before called Global Gossip Radio. And you know, we were always close together. So I figured he would be my guy that I could move in with, and that could help me in this business that we're doing together. But and I figured that, so that's why we made the ISTR Salvation. And then the ISTR Salvation, I thought to myself and said, why can't the ISTR Salvation work for the companies that I have? Because I've created companies in the past before, like Romero Inc. and Samrom Records, because I was in the entertainment business. And I still am, but not as much anymore because we're developing an app. That's our main project right now, Relansové. But we're definitely still doing films and the performing arts. It's just that our main focus has been the app, Relansové.
And, dude, you know, because right now we can't be, because before, when ISTR, we never looked at it as an experiment. For the people that don't know that, we looked at it as a way to, like, step forward, we'll do Sal. Not only that, but just like we had a dream and we thought it was gonna work. Not overnight, but something that could be like taking us a step to what we really wanted to do. But that's the old past. Now this is gonna be our next step, which is gonna be the present. So developing
the conglomerate more, developing our organization more. We're still living at our parents' house, but we're gonna just bite the dust and suck it up, and still work with what we got for now so that when we do expand, we'll be ready. And we'll know exactly what to do.
Yes. The thing is, here's the thing. Of course, I know people are going to question us like, oh, do we have it like all planned out? We do have some of it planned out. We're just only talking about the conglomerate, but once we get there, which is our destination south, we still have to put that into development.
Mark Zuckerberg said that if you have your idea all planned out, you are 100% going to fail.
You
fail if you have your idea all planned out. You're just supposed to do it and take the chance. These are Mark Zuckerberg's words. The biggest risk you can take is not having taken any risk at all. That's the biggest risk you could take. That quoting Mark Zuckerberg, because he's an inspiration. I look up to these people and the innovators of our world, and that's what he said. If you have everything planned out and you don't take risk at all unless it's in your favor, you will not succeed. And I'm a firm believer of that. If you just say, oh, if it doesn't work out the way I want it to work out, exactly the way I want it to work out, then I'm not going to do it. We're just doing it.
Oh yeah, and plus like,
and we're gonna, and then we plan it out. Sorry to interrupt you, Butter, but we plan it out as we go.
Oh yeah, and like, cause we have to like improvise too, but improvising, sorry, wrong word. Actually, adapt.
Yeah.
To what comes to our plate. But another thing too, like, what really pushes us is not just motivation. It's going to be discipline. So here's where I'm going with this. When we do something and you make a choice, you cannot be not committed, because once you make that choice, you have to see it all the way through. And if you don't see it all the way through, you're honestly asking yourself to like fail.
Yeah. It's like trying to explore space and hoping that there's not going to be any space monsters on the way up there. Of course there's going to be space monsters. Look, you're going to go through hardships when doing something big and organizing a group like this for people to join.
Yeah, and like, if you're not, and another thing too, but you know, you don't stay down when you have hardships. You gotta like get up and like keep trying, and then once you figure out the result that you wanted is with you, then honestly, why not go ahead and jump to the next like place to go?
Exactly. Yeah, Butters, I think the people understand, and they understand clearly what's going on. But yeah, this is our next step. So Butters, we technically have already expanded. We've expanded from the ISTR Salvation, and we made it into SamromXI Inc. Now, I want to say that SamromXI Inc., the organization that we founded. Actually, I founded it, but you're a chief financial officer, and you're a high level AVI in our group. But basically, you know, I want to say that this organization goes all the way back to when I first started Romero Inc., the film company. And I've always had the same idea, you know, to have a conglomerate and to have a organization run all our companies. So even though we thought about SamromXI Inc. and SamromXI this year, and we established it this year, it really goes all the way back to 2018. And I don't give a who makes the rules. I make the rules. Mother. I want to say that my organization goes all the way back to 2018. And even though I wasn't thinking about SamromXI, I formed Samrom Records in 2018, which was a music company that I went far with a lot of, I'd say about 2 or 3 people. But was somewhat far, not too far. I mean, I went far on the internet. Like, if you look up Samrom Records, I come up. You see our era from 2018 with Patrolin and Romero and me and music making and what we were doing with Patrolin and everything. But Samrom, the idea of Samrom, my company, my organization, has been around since 2018. I just want to get that off my chest.
And well, I'm really glad you got that off your chest, because it really gives me evidence on how we expanded. And like, because if people didn't really know how we expanded, how will people actually believe the work that we did?
Exactly.
And like, it has value.
Yeah, man. Like, we've been expanding for a long time. We haven't made any money yet, but now we have a plan to make money, which is our app that I'm going to go into right now. But why don't we just go right into it? We've already explained enough. The people know what we've done. The people know. They know. They know. I'm saying.
They're like, okay, get to the good stuff.
Get to the good stuff. So I want to refer to my notes again. We've compared ourselves to the Hype House. Look, I think everybody in show business. Charlie D'Amelio to Bryce Hall to Demi Lovato's team, and I loved her documentary, by the way. Shout out to Demi Lovato, about how she recovered from drugs and alcoholism and her problems in life. Look, she explained in her documentary on YouTube, I think it's called Dancing with the Devil, she had a team. Madonna, she probably has a team. Michael Jackson, he had a manager, he had a team. The Weeknd XO, Eminem, Shady Records, anybody. The Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, explained how they got picked up by a management team. Let me tell you, everybody has a team. That's what I'm just trying to. That's my point that I'm trying to point across and make, is that everybody has a team. This is our team, SamromXI.
And like, that's the thing. I just don't think anybody can do anything alone. Like, we need people. Like, commodities are the greatest thing that
people are the greatest. Yeah, people are the greatest commodities. I think I have a quote. I wrote down a quote like that. I said, people are the greatest commodities. And I think I told you about it. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is, look, all these people in show business, they could have a conglomerate too. They can do what we're doing if they wanted to. But I don't think they realize that they can do this. I don't know. I'm just saying that. And I'm not trying to, I have the good idea and I'm not going to tell anybody about it. No, I'm not here to hide ideas. I'm here to, look, I'm going to tell everybody what Relansové is. I'm going to tell everybody what that has been released. Okay, things that haven't been released, like our app ideas we've been talking about and throwing around, Butters. Those haven't been released, so we're not going to talk about that, especially if we signed any NDA agreements for it. But and I talked to the people that are supposed to be working on the app Relansové, called the Appsketeers. They're a great company, and I saw them through a YouTube ad, thank God, and I appreciate that. But you know, we have agreements with them, and they're going to make our app. They're going to be responsible for coding and producing the UI and the user experience and the color code that we're going to give them. And even though I made the app logo, they're responsible for basically everything that has to do with the app. So I really appreciate what Appsketeers is going to be able to do for us when we pay for that invoice and really get involved with them.
And like, dude, you see how that's going though?
It's going good. We haven't paid them yet though, and we're gonna get into that in a minute. But I just hope they know. I just hope they don't get upset We didn't sign any NDAs with them. We just signed a contract. I want to say that we signed and even if we did sign an NDA, they let us explain. They explained to us that we can do our own promotion of the app ourselves, right? I mean, you were there in that conversation, right?
Oh yeah, I was there, and they said that. They said they're just gonna do one marketing video, and the rest is like up to us. But, I mean, we're just still not trying to rush into anything. Like with us, we always try to be playing it smart. We use our head.
For the people who don't know what a CFO is, a Butters is the treasury of the secretary of the treasury, meaning that he is responsible for all the money. So I appreciate Butters for being the chief financial officer of SamromXI, and we're gonna have more chief financial officers later. But right now, Butters is the main guy for the job, and I just want to let everybody know that.
Yay, and
Excuse
like.
me. And that's true, right, Butters?
That's definitely true. And Sammy's role in this, I believe, he's like the general of the operation. Like, he's like the mastermind.
Yeah, so basically, I tell everybody to bow down and watch out. Go get the bear, Butters. Go get the bear. But basically I'm the chief executive officer, meaning that I execute and I create everything. I create the company, I create the idea, I create the Photoshop. I'm responsible for being in charge of the operation and the organization of any content, idea, design, creation, production, anything that we do, I'm responsible for. So that's basically what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to take too much credit, but I just God forbid if I die, knock on wood, Christ in heaven, Lord Jesus Christ, please save me. Thank you very much. Even if not even if I didn't die, if I couldn't do the company anymore, it doesn't have to be that bad. I'm saying I think SamromXI should be still ran by somebody. Butters, if I wasn't here to run the company, would you run the organization?
I would run it. Why not?
Or would you change the name to Butters XI?
No, I honestly want to put it under your name because, like, a lot of it was your idea. But, like, I don't know.
You gonna change the name?
Because, like, dude, like, because I might die first before you because, like, I'm older.
Nah, don't say that. We're gonna live to 400 years, Butters, and I'm serious about that. Look, I think a lot of technology is changing, and we're definitely a technological company too. That's why there's an X in there. Like, I'm really inspired by Elon Musk's SpaceX and Tesla, and even Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin. A lot of these rich entrepreneurs are going on space adventures. Richard Branson was just on his going into space too, and I was really excited to see him go into space because it just shows how much how much we're developing our technology. And look, Butters, we're gonna probably live to see a lot of technology that has to do with reverse aging, which is making you live longer, which is making your genetics and your DNA more resilient and more effective. Like, and if we can have that technology. And another one, Neuralink is something by Elon Musk. Is you put it in your brain and it's supposed to cure your disease for blindness, cure your Alzheimer's when you get older. I told my dad to get Neuralink if he gets to that point, And
oh yeah,
it's gonna just improve. So Butters, you're gonna probably, if we advance more as a civilization and we create more technology and we innovate the future more, you're probably gonna live for a few more years, my friend, considering that you don't get into any accidents, God forbid.
Oh yeah. Well, cause like I know there's still possibilities, but like we're just praying and just leaving that to God.
You gonna live to 150, at least, my friend.
It's possible.
Butters, can you still hear me, my friend?
I can definitely hear you.
All right. Yeah, I'm sitting up for a second. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, let's not get off topic anymore, but this is the stuff we get excited about, people. You know, technology, the future, innovation. And I can't wait to talk about so much. I have so many ideas to so many things to say on this podcast that doesn't I don't try to reveal too much, and I don't try to cuss too much, you know, and I just try to keep it clean and not give away too much for what we're doing. The purpose of these podcasts is to explain what it is that has already happened. So Relansové, our app, that has already happened. We're already doing it. So that's why we can say it out loud. I mean, and we don't have any contracts signed for it yet, you know, that are serious enough that prevent us from talking about it. It's already out there, Butters. It is. It's an account that I set up on Twitter, and I want to establish it as a brand, as a company. So Relansové. Our Relansové is our main project that we're working on right now, that we want to put out into the App Store and Play Store. And Relansové is a term that you can use with your lovers and your people that you get into a serious relationship with. So I'll go on the Relansové Twitter, which I do operate and tweet. So that's me tweeting on the Relansové Twitter. Let's go check it out real quick, because I explained it what it is. So I just woke up one morning, Butters, and said, "The hell with relationships." that's what I said once. I said that on my Twitter, but I said Relansové. It's a noun, and my definition of Relansové is a serious and official romantic / sexual relationship between two people. And then I said, spoiler, the O is silent. So the slogan to Relansové is Relansové, putting an end to in a relationship. Relansové. You know what I'm saying, Butters?
Relansové.
And the reason why I want to create this app for the world with Appsketeers is with you too. You know, the Appsketeers and SamromXI will be responsible for creating this app. Is honestly to put an end to in a relationship. I don't want to say in a relationship anymore. I feel like we can evolve from that word. Relationship is such a vague word because we all have relationships with people, and it's always bothered me. Oh, I'm in a relationship. I'm in a relationship. You know, I keep hearing that, and it just something that I can fix. You know, I feel like I can fix. So, Relansové is a romantic sexual relationship between two people, and you can upgrade, and the purpose of the app is exactly for that reason. When you download the app, you'll have two features you can do on the app. It's to A, create and have a Relansové, and to keep track of it. So you, Jim, let's say Kimberly and Tom have a Relansové together since 1999. You know, example.
Ooh, it is.
Yeah. Hold on. And then the next feature that we're gonna develop is to find, if you don't already have a Relansové, you have the opportunity to find one. So we're gonna also give you the option to find a Relansové. All right, now you can speak, Butter. Sorry.
And also, we're gonna be able to give out chances for people to find somebody, and it's not gonna be an app where you can do hookups or do other things. It's just gonna be strictly for dating, and that's how we want it.
Well, strictly for Relansové. I mean, dating, and we're gonna use the word, but we're taking Relansové and relationships, if you will, to the next level for the world, and this is for the entire globe. And I really am pushing for this idea because I want to make people feel special, and I want to give people a chance to find somebody special for them and to take their Relansové seriously, you know. And it's pronounced Relansové, like Relansové. So it can be pronounced two ways. It can be pronounced Relansové or Relansové. It can be pronounced Relansové or Relansové. A Relansové. So like, if you say I'm in a Relansové with him, a Relansové, that's also the same way you can pronounce the word, or Relansové. So I came, and obviously it sounds like fiance. You know, it sounds like this is my fiance or my fiance. You know, some people pronounce it like that. I don't know. But I put relationship, RELA, the first four words of relationship, and fiance, the rhyming of that word together. And I made it sound fancy. I came up with Relansové. Relansové.
Relansové.
And Butters can't pronounce it right that well either.
Frick, man. I'm still trying to get it, but
it's all right, man. It's all good. But oh yeah, and anybody, and then I tweeted also on the Relansové page, when somebody in a relationship, okay, this is what I'm gonna give to everybody, because it really, you know, it pisses me off when people still say relationship. I know Relansové is not out yet, but and Relansové, we plan on releasing Relansové this year, hopefully with the help of investors, and we're gonna get into that. But yeah, we're gonna definitely do that. Hold on, let me make a meme for you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a meme, something to laugh about.
Dead.
I'm gonna give you guys a meme. I'm gonna say, so. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. This is. I'm gonna just to make this real serious, because I'm serious about this, Butters. I don't know if you're serious. Are you serious, Butters?
I'm serious. I'm taking it real, 100%.
I'll give you 100% right now, mofo.
We're gonna have to let you go.
When someone says in a relationship instead of in a Relansové,
Willie Turner. Oh, don't nobody let Willie Turner go.
don't nobody
Dead.
say in a relationship no more. Don't nobody say in a relationship anymore. Oh no,
Bro, that's freaking, bro. I can't believe
that was my. But that's how I feel. That's exactly that's how I feel, Butters. That's really how I feel, man. Like when some people say, when people say they're in a relationship, I say,
no,
you didn't. Oh, I know. You didn't say in a relationship.
Dude, is that freaking Steve Harvey?
Yeah, it's Steve Harvey. Yeah, that's Flashback
Bro,
Friday.
Dude, he would say something like that.
And Steve, look, I can't wait to see for Steve Harvey to see our app, because he's gonna really be surprised, because that's his business, his relationships. That's what he does. You know, he's all about love. He's the love master, love guru. He's known as the love guru. That's the Steve Harvey show. That's Family Feud. He's surrounded. He always does. He always gives his 2 cents about Relansové and people, and you know.
Yeah.
And how and love connections between people.
I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Or do you want to just continue?
I love his opinions. And I'm glad you asked that. I really do support Steve Harvey's opinion, and most of the time I agree with Steve Harvey. I do, because he's real smart, and he knows. He's been around for a long time, and he's been in a lot of relationships. He's the love guru himself, and I can't wait till he sees Relansové to see where it goes. Now, Relansové, also another reason why we want to create Relansové is we also want to make people feel more dedicated and serious in their Relansvé. We want people to feel like they're married. We're also going to give there's also going to be proposals to Relansvés. We're going to come up with proposals like, will you Relansvé me? We don't have the word for marriage, marry, in this Relansové world that we're trying to create for people. But we're going to come up with that word, and people are going to propose for not only marriages, but we want them to propose as a Relansvé for Relansvés, and we want people to ask them about their girlfriends, to be their girlfriends or their boyfriends, like you would ask somebody to be your fiance or your husband or your wife. That's actually going to be a thing for Relansvés too. We're gonna make relationships great again. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of controversy around that word for great again, but you get what I mean, Butters.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, dude, what we're talking about, you know, it's not really like a small thing. It's a lot of controversy because, like, you know, a lot of people, here's the thing, man, like, Relansvés, they are so amazing, and I feel like it brings out a lot in people when they are in that position. But it's like a lot of people just don't trust people. Like, they have like trust issues, issues with being like cheated on. Like, how would you think that app would like accomplish something different? Like, I believe
with trust.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, it's definitely going to accomplish a lot with trust. I mean, first of all, when you sign up for a Relansové with somebody on the app, you're going to have to take it really serious. You're going to have to, put all your info in there. And I'm also going to have a feature where you both put in money in there too. Because money is not only a commodity or a resource to use in this world, but it's also a form of trust. When you put money into something, it means that you're trusting somebody. So there might be like a $25 fee, not to pay for the company. You're not going to pay us $25. You're going to put in money. You're going to pay for your relationship that you're going to have with this person. And that money will be there. It might also even be a banking app. You can actually, and this money is not for us. We're not going to be collecting this money of SamromXI. No, you're not going to be giving us the money because we created the app. No, you're going to be giving your spouse money, your partner, your Relansové partner money. And you're going to put that money in there, and then you're going to start off with like $50. And you're going to start off, you can also, I want Relansové to be a banking app too. I want to have PayPal partnered with the app so that when PayPal is partnered with Relansové, you're going to be able to have a feature where you can do banking with your partner. because that way it enables trust with your partner in the Relansové app. So if you're putting money, if you're getting banking involved with Relansové, if you're getting your signature involved, your pictures and videos, there's going to be a vault, your memory vault involved. If you're getting all these things involved with somebody, you must really have to trust them to get into that kind of Relansové with somebody. And that establishes trust. That's going to establish the trust and love that people need for somebody else if they don't have it already. Because the way relationships are done today right now, the romantic relationships that are not called Relansové yet, they're done based off, oh, you're my girlfriend now. Okay. What the hell is that? There's no writing, and it's scattered. So why not organize your Relansové through an app?
Exactly. And like, you know, like everyone's gonna be different. Let's not get that wrong. But it's a guarantee that like this will actually work. Like I can see it making like the world like a better place, but our audience is couples.
Yeah, couples. So we definitely respect people, and we definitely want people to find love and happiness with a special somebody. We're not Tinder, and I'm not a fan of the swipe right, swipe left method. To me, it's very condescending, and it just leaves me feeling bad about myself when someone doesn't swipe right on me. There will be no swipe right or swipe left on somebody. We're not gonna explain all the details on our app, but you're gonna find it really interesting when it's available and out in stores this year, coming this winter. Relansové. It's gonna be a lovely Christmas this year, buddies.
Dude, heck yeah, man.
Yeah, but anyways, that's our app, that's our mission, that's our goal. I think you guys heard it here already. And that's our main project. That's SamromXI's main venture. That's SamromXI's biggest project this year.
And man, another thing too, it's just like, you know, we're not trying to do it like right off the top, but it eventually will come, because like the thing is, we're telling people like what our progress is.
Yeah.
And that we don't give up.
Exactly. And we're letting people know about what's already out there. And we're establishing it by this podcast. What else? Okay, let's move on from Relansové. They understand what it is and what it's all about, and with your help, if you join our organization too, you can invest with us. You can work for the app. When you're in our organization, you have the chance to work at all of our opportunities and ventures. So when you're in our organization, you have the opportunity to invest with us if you want, to work on the app that we're working on, to work on the entertainment business, which I will go into. And I explained how it works, right? Pretty much, right, Butters?
Yes.
Yeah, and this is what we're all about, yeah. And the way you can help is by just joining and leveling up with us, you know. And this is something very special we're doing, and it's probably our biggest thing that we're going to be doing, you know. And if this goes successful, we're going to expand even more, and we're going to give people the opportunity to be part of us if they want.
And another thing too, like, yeah, and I want people, like it's always good for people to like come and like check it out and then like see. I mean, like,
Yeah, and there's no pressure at all. You can leave anytime you want. You can. The way you join is you just join you get Discord and you join. If you want to leave, you let us know, no problem. If you want to join, you let us know, no problem. If you leave the Discord, no problem. If you join the Discord, no problem. It's all up to you. And if you want to level up, that's the number one thing we do in this organization is we communicate with our workers and the people that we're involved with. We communicate with our investors. We communicate and explain what it is we're trying to do with our people that are in the organization, or even we work with people outside of the organization too. Like Kaya. Kaya's an artist I'm working for, and I'm going to get more into the entertainment business. But people like Kaya, I'm just working for her right now. She has nothing to do with SamromXI. There's people that have nothing to do with our organization, or they have something to do with it, but they just don't want to be a part of it, but just want to do a film. That's no problem either. You don't have to be in the organization to work with us, is what I'm saying. I also work as a freelancer and a manager for art, for video projects, for music projects. I market music. I distribute music, and I work with an artist right now called Kaya for Kaya Entertainment. She has her own artist company estate called Kaya Entertainment, and I work for that company too. She's an artist, and that's the company that controls all of Kaya's assets and music and everything. But she's not part of SamromXI. Now the music side of things, if you're a singer and we also do music, we do music too in SamromXI, and our company that handles music is called Samrom Records. And that's a whole story to get into for another day. But most importantly, before music, we were doing films. And films is a big thing. I'm going to just count the people that are... I'm going to do a roll call. People that are in the Discord are officially in the organization. I want to say that. And they can choose to leave if they want to. Or stay. So it's two girls from overseas, from the United States, that are hard workers and models and people that I personally like, and they're good people in my opinion. This girl named Queen Says, I don't know her last name yet, but she's in. There's Janine, who's I think is very hardworking. She's a very hardworking woman, and we have people in the organization from all over the world. All right. There's Janine. There's Jack. Jack's still in the organization. I knew he was in. Jack Romer, the actor, who's local. And then there's you, Butters. And then me, of course, the founder, creator of the server.
Yes. And also, let's see. Well, I think for our organization, that's like pretty much it.
Yeah. So two girls from overseas, one guy, Jack. He's 17 right now. He's an actor and entrepreneur. He wants to do what we're doing. Everything that's been said. Isaiah, you, and then me. And everybody knows our rules, so that's what's out there. And so far we're growing more. We're growing more, and I'm excited.
And we're still gonna get some more people later on the road. But the thing is, overall, the point, we're really positive. We're really outgoing, and most definitely we're thrilled that we can get an opportunity to do what we're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly. Amen, man.
Amen.
Also, you gotta put Jesus first. If you can't put Jesus first, you don't got nothing. You gotta remember that. Jesus is always first. God. We're Christian. Definitely. How we operate. Current status. Okay, the future of SamromXI. The future of SamromXI is to grow it more, to develop more financial gain for our organization as a whole, to create businesses and products and services that can innovate and make the world a better place. And most interesting, what I really would love to do is the entertainment business too. So we're actually we're doing entertainment stuff too. So if you guys want to do films with us too, we're open to that. We're doing films, and we'll talk about it in the next week if we're gonna do another film, especially for the holiday season. We like doing films and music too, just entertainment altogether. And that's what SamromXI does: is products and services for the world, entertainment business, recruiting people, and we're like a family, guys. We're like when we say we're in the recruiting business, we're recruiting you for all these things. When you're in SamromXI, you have access to our companies, to be involved with our companies. You have access to our materials and information. You have access to our financial services. You have access to our our opportunities that we offer to you guys, and then you have the opportunity to create value and to create opportunity and financial value and gain for us as well, And I know a lot of this it sounds like a pyramid scheme, and it's not. We do not operate like a pyramid scheme at all whatsoever. You have the opportunity to join or leave whenever you want, and you're not required to pay at all anything. You're not supposed to pay. Your job when you come into our organization is to level up, to get better, and to grow more, and to be promoted to our level. I'd say we're at like the highest level. I'm going to organize the levels even more, because right now we're just starting off. We're the new guys on the block, But basically, Butters and I are like at ideal high levels, And you grow. If the longer you're in the group, the longer you stay, the longer you're active, the more you grow, and the more you level up in our organization.
And yes, and dude, the thing is, bro, I think it's really great because we need to have that kind of system. If we really didn't, I feel like we wouldn't be actually accomplishing anything.
Yeah, exactly, man. So what we need help with, we need your help too, and I feel like it's your duty to help us, you, the listener, whoever it is. You are responsible to make or break us by joining us or leaving us. Now, we're still going to be successful and do our businesses and things that we do in SamromXI, but you have an opportunity to better us by joining us and to create a better goal and outcome for the world. So we obviously need financial support to to complete our number one task. Number one mission in the group is to release this app called Relansové, and to have a great user experience for people on the App Store that download this app. We want people to have access to this app and to profit from it. And we are a profit organization. We're not non-profit. We are profit. So if there's profit, and I understand if there's profits involved, then there needs to be more paperwork and more legal action. We pay our taxes. I'm from the United States. I'm a law-abiding citizen, just as you are, Butters. And we understand that too. And we're definitely going to file everything legally. We want to be as organized as possible in our organization. We want to follow all the rules. Remember, rules, Butters, rules. We got to explain and understand what the rules are in the financial business. We also want to be in the financial business and just grow more as a group, as a family, as a one organization. SamromXI.
Exactly.
So
And
yeah.
no, continue.
No, yeah. You go.
You got. Well, like, honestly, okay. With us, how do you feel about, like, well, I don't know if I have any more questions, but
Ask one more. One more. We'll do one more and then we'll close. How about that? But it sound like a plan.
that sounds like a plan.
And we don't have a slogan yet. It's just SamromXI. I think ISTR was individual strength towards redemption. I don't know what the hell that meant, but
Individual. Oh yeah, dude. Something. Let's talk about like why we shouldn't be afraid to like conquer things, because like sometimes like going back.
oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, we don't be afraid to pursue your dreams and conquer. If you're afraid to do it, because I'm a huge fan, huge follower of Dan Pena and QLA. I've learned a lot from him, even though he's not right about everything. And I am an affectionate person. I'm loving, I'm caring, and I do like to talk a lot too. So, that's just the kind of person I am. You're just gonna have to put up with Sam Romero. I love to talk. I talk about myself. I talk about this, that, and the third. I talk about this thing, that. Butters, you know this. Everybody knows this, right? But I will say, don't be afraid. Like Dan Pena says, be fearless. When you're fearless, you're limitless. And you show me your friends, and I'll show you your future.
Heck yes. Yeah.
That's what he means. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to make $1 billion conglomerate. Don't be afraid to get involved with the business world. Don't be afraid to share your message to the world. Don't be afraid to lead an organization. Don't be afraid to join an organization. Just do it.
Amen. And with that being said, like, it's because here's the thing too, man. I mean, once something feels uncomfortable and it feels scary, that's like the right moment to jump in, because like they always say that growth happens when you're out of your comfort zone.
Amen. Get uncomfortable. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yo, this has been week 36 from the SamromXI Organization. I appreciate everybody listening. Now I'm going to start the recording, but we can start whenever, Butters. We don't have to start where just on the recording, right? Like, that's the wrong way to go about it, Oh, we have to start the recording, and if we don't do it right now, we're not going to make it. We going all down. And that's the wrong way to go about it. No, we can literally start wherever we'd like, and we can take a pause wherever we'd like. There's no pressure at all. I love how life wants you to like, people want you to put pressure on things that don't need to be put pressure on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way I feel, about this situation.
Yeah, because everything goes forward, but it looks like nothing's really like stopping, because but people look at that in the context of time.
Yeah, I guess so. But the thing is, time is inevitable. We're all going to experience time. We're all going to die, and we're all going to go down that route. But it's not about thinking about the end. It's about thinking about the time you can take now to do the best you can right now.